Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling? What's been going on with y'all? Listen, this video is for a Barty gang, Barty gang, Barty gang, okay? I don't know if y'all know, but our girl is taking a moment to work on her album, okay? She's not posting as much on social media. She's focusing on those amazing, beautiful babies, and then she's working on her album. And this era of Cardi, I absolutely love, okay? Now, I know that you guys have been missing my commentary on all this mess going on between her and Offset, them consistently going back and forth. I've been choosing to ignore that and choosing to not respond to that or have any response or opinion on that, because I just feel like that's like a personal family issue that she's facing with this man. In past situations, I've spoken on this, and I've decided this time around I'm going to ignore that piece of it, because I feel as though what she has going on with Offset is a situation to where she has to figure it out by herself, and come to an understanding. This is a woman who had no children at all until having all of these different, amount of children. She has like 3 kids now by this man. So she has to figure out, like, and you can almost hear her processing it in every space that she goes in, like on Twitter spaces, the spaces. So I feel as though she's processing and she's trying to figure out that entire situation, how to be a mother of 3 and how to live, out of this relationship. Yeah, we're not together. We're not going to be together. Now I have to figure out what it means to be this person, and this woman, and this version of myself who's a woman with 3 kids, and these kids need different things from me, and I need to present and be there for these beautiful babies. She's trying to figure that piece out, and also have her career, and also have her business, and also have all of these different things. And a lot of people have been saying that this is who Offset has been for years, maybe, but when you're in love and you really have like a need to want something to work out, you really give it your all. Every woman has been delusional or has been just insanely in love with somebody that they ignore things that they otherwise would not normally ignore. That's like, just a lot of women go through that, and it's the consistent gaslighting and the back and forth that you deal with a certain person behind the scenes. So I can't fault her for going through that, because this is her child's father, and she has to figure it out. It's a lot of back and forths. Everybody knows that you go through that sometimes, no, and if you haven't been through it personally, you know a person that has. You go through the back and forth, and only you can decide when it's time for you to leave and when it's over. Only you and that person can decide in y'all's relationship. The thing about it is, the only one way I know to get over a man is to keep going back to him, okay? Because that process of consistently going back is going to teach you the lessons that you need to learn. It's going to teach you better than somebody saying don't be with him and you just don't be with him, because you'll always wonder, like, am I not being with him because that's something somebody else wants me to do, or something somebody else told me, or you know what I'm saying, or you learn from somebody else's lesson. No, a lot of people feel as though they need to learn from themselves, learn from going through it. It's unfortunate. The smart people learn from other people, but a lot of the cases and a lot of the situations, you have to go through it yourself. So I don't fault her for going through the motions with that situation. I just don't have much, as far as advice to give her, or opinion, or to chime in and either tear her down or lift her up or give my commentary on that specific situation, because I just feel as though that's a private situation. They're married. Child, I ain't never been married. She has 3 children. I only got 1. I don't feel as though that I have the experience on that level. And I don't think there's nothing I can give her to add on to the situation or for her to take away from the situation. She just has to go through it until she comes to the realization, and hopefully one day move on to, a better situation, or move on by yourself and be alone. I just think that she needs to take this time to process. I don't think it needs to be a sexual thing, or he needs to be thinking about sex right now with her, and she needs to be thinking about sex with somebody else, moving on just to sleep with somebody else. All this stuff about Stephon Diggs and Cardi initially, or talking to him, and he's messing around with Young Miami, and I don't, think that that's the best thing for Cardi. I think Cardi just has to figure out what this aspect of her life consists of. And sometimes you don't want to be alone, and sometimes you want to feel love. And some people know the only love that they can feel, or they feel as though it's tangible, is love from a man. Your friends love you, your family love you, your fans love you, but sometimes you feel as though you need a companion. Some people feel that way. She has to go through it, and she has to figure out what this part of her life really means. Like, nobody can tell her, nobody can figure that out for her. She has to have like that common understanding with her child's father, and she has to come to the realization. I can't come to the realization. No, her mama can't. Her friends can't. Can't nobody tell this woman what she needs to do about her husband. She has to come to that realization by herself, for herself, and that type of situation is complicated because nobody wants to see her consistently in pain. We don't want to see her hurting. We don't want to see her like all the time talking about this man and talking about what he's done to her and what the entire situation consists of. Nobody wants her to be going through that, but she has to, leave when she's ready to leave, and she has to pull herself out of this, and nobody else can do it for her. It's unfortunate that we, as fans and people that love Cardi, have to witness this. But I'm here for Cardi having new music. I see a lot of the girls are outside now. Allegedly, Megan has touched down in Paris. She's doing the Paris Fashion Week. People are saying that Cardi's once again inspiring the girls, because there was no other female rapper other than Mrs. Minaj for a long period of time as successful as her, and Cardi has inspired the girls because everybody knows that Fashion Week is a Cardi thing. Cardi comes out, she stomps on necks on Fashion Week, and now we see Megan is coming out, and which is a good friend of Cardi's. So I'm here for it. Megan, do your big one. I'm here for her stepping out. I'm here for her turning necks. Right now Cardi's taking a break. She's focusing on her album and her kids and her business. Her album, her kids, and her business. The Super Bowl is coming out. She's going to promote those whip shots. We already know she's going to do her photo shoot for the whip shots, get her business in order. And we also know she says that music is coming out. Maybe she's trying to work extra hard so she can make it, all of it come together. When Cardi drops, the girls are going to, all start dropping music. We know Megan has another act, in a chamber. Cardi, not Cardi, Nicki has another track, album allegedly in the chamber that she's waiting for Cardi to drop so she can be able to drop it. I'm telling you, once Cardi, the queen, comes out, a lot of the girls are going to start dropping music to compete. I'm waiting for it. It's been alleged. People are saying that Nicki Minaj actually is pregnant at the moment, and she's focusing on that. I don't know how true this is, but that's what individuals are saying, that Nicki is on this hiatus and she's going to have another baby, going to return back with another baby, but we don't know how true that is. If she is pregnant, congratulations, Mrs. Minaj. You just don't ever know, with all that's going on, and all this mess and all this craziness that's happening right now. You just never know, but I'm congratulating her on that process. I hope she has an amazing delivery and birth, if that is the case. I'm just taking in a lot of the stuff that's going on socials right now. I'm just, taking this video to just talk about how Cardi's coming, Barty Gang. Y'all get ready. Get your coins together. Get your amount of money together. Store it up. Store it up. Store it up. Store it up, okay? Because we're putting money in the chamber for the girl, okay? So all this, what I'm saying? Y'all got some time right now to work. Cardi's coming back. Get it together, okay? Get it together. Okay, Glorilla's doing her big one. I think that, we can almost expect Lotto and Glow to come up with that Procedure song soon. What's the effing procedure? When you gotta, because they out here on goddamn Twitter with wigs and stuff on. So, Glow is about to come, and Glow's been doing her big one, and I love to see it. A lot of the girls are doing their big one, and I absolutely adore that. I adore and I love. I'm going to take a second just to also talk about Coi Leray. Coi Leray is out here with Trippy. I guess he cheating on her child, and people said that Benzino had called it out because he was on some sort of show, and he was talking about how, when you deal with somebody in the business, especially somebody that's young and an artist, a rapper, getting cheated on is a part of the business. It's something that happens, and she has to prepare for it. He, spoke about that ahead of time. People said that, he brought it, into fruition. Him, they said he manifested his daughter getting cheated on. I was like, what? How you manifest that? He manifested it, and people are saying that, now this man is cheating on her.
It'd be like hard, like dating a rapper, like a rap star, like a male rapper.
Right, yeah, she's gonna have to deal with it. I mean,
like Trippie Redd he been in the game a minute. Like, he got crazy fans too.
Man, they be going crazy. So you already know the groupie lines down the corner after every show. Him as a man is gonna have to come to terms with that with just him and God. Because I don't want to be a hypocrite, because I know what I was doing. But she's my daughter. If you love her and you love the child and you plan on being with her, then nowadays with social media, it's gonna be hard to do any type of cheating. But if you do it, you just be respectful at it.
So you think of being in a monogamous relationship is gonna be hard for them with the pressure?
It's hard to be in a monogamous relationship with anybody right now. I know Coi is a one woman type guy. Mm-hmm. She's not with the, what I'm saying, him messing around. So
because some relationships be open. She's not with that open stuff. She's like, hey, you're mine. That's it. Yeah.
No, she ain't with that. You know what I mean?
Is there any advice you would give to Trippie Redd in dealing with your daughter?
If there's any advice I would give him with Koi being pregnant is to understand that they're going to go through hormonal changes. Don't take it too personal. If she's flipping out, let her calm down.
He spun the block. This is their second time getting back together, and he's cheating on her in the manner in which he's cheating on her. She's coming out, doing this whole song about getting cheated on and sad. Her makeup is beautiful. Her pregnancy, she looks gorgeous, but she's in just utter pain talking about getting cheated on. And I just was like, okay, girl, I think that now that he's cheating on you, I wouldn't even give it too much energy. I would focus on making an entire album, wait till I drop my baby, and when I announce my pregnancy or show my baby's first pictures, drop my album at the same time, do it all like that, and drop a banger. Because one thing about Koi, we know Koi can get in the studio and cook some ish up. Koi is good with the music now. That's what I would do if I was Koi. Don't even give him too much energy, or that girl he's with. Don't be on the internet, looking sad and all of that, and you can't really stomp the way you want to stomp because you just had, you're pregnant still. Not even just had a baby, you're pregnant still. Wait till you drop that baby. Drop the baby, drop an album, drop a photo shoot, and be out here just looking absolutely amazing. Let people not hear nothing from you through this whole pregnancy, and then drop, when you drop the baby, drop, maternity pictures of you and the baby, and then drop that album. Don't even give him all of that. That's what I would do. Don't give him all of that, girl. You doing too much and not enough at the same damn time. Don't give him he don't deserve your tears. He don't deserve none of that. Nothing, Nathan. But the girls is doing their big one online, child. Did y'all hear about that academic stuff? Okay, I'm talking about it all. Academics, child. Academics. So academics was allegedly saying some inappropriate things to a minor, and it was just a very interesting conversation. And Ak was saying that it was, it was his little brother. He sees the boy as his little brother, and the inappropriate things that he was saying, the sexual things that he was saying, was all just, talking, and they was just boys will be boys. And I believe partially, half of what academics is saying. I don't think academics is in any way gay. I mean, he does have that situation of saying the thing about effing with a young girl. I would like to believe, and maybe call me, just say that I'm young-minded, or say that I'm just, I just wish the best, or what's that word? You guys know the word that I'm talking about. But say that I'm, that I'm naive. That's the word. Say I'm naive, but I don't think that he's like that. But I think that academics needs to get it under control, because he has that R case that's storing up, and then he's over here saying things about messing with young girls, and now he's saying sexual things to little boys. He got to get it under control. You got money, you better sit up in here and act like you got money. He mad at everybody. Kai, he's mad at the man, the guy that he was in the spaces with. He's mad at everybody, but he needs to step back and realize that you have money. Okay, you have money and you have fame, and a lot of people are trying to get you, and you have that connection with Drake. Okay, so you need to get it together. Stop sitting up in here and not taking responsibility. You can't just say anything to anybody anymore. You can't just be saying dumb stuff. You can't pop. I think he was under some sort of influence, in my humble opinion. Can't pop a pill and then be out here just saying stupid-ish and then thinking people gonna ignore it. No. Ain't nobody ignoring this.
Between a 20 or a 17 or a 21 and a 17. Just kind of mean one's a minor and one's not a minor. But I will say, listen, I adopted this rule, which I think it was fine. I said, listen, man, as long as a chick got a college ID, she's getting f***ed. I don't care if she's 17. I don't care if she's 17 and a half. I don't care if she just turned 17. She's gonna get this dick.
Apparently, they knew he was streaming, didn't care, because he had 20 views, whatever. Niggas start saying shit like, yo, would you fuck Max? And whatever trolley way, whatever they are trying to spin it as. Would you fuck Max's sister? All type of other shit. Clips come out, it goes in the com. I go on stream to Central C Day. I tell niggas, I said, I have this plan for today. I'm not giving this weird ass shit attention right now, because we got some shit planned. This is weird. Next day come, act mad because I didn't call him and ask him about the clips because they were out of context. When the clip shows this nigga literally asking Noah if he would fuck me or if he would fuck my sister. How's that out of context? Regardless, I tell bro, yo, just apologize.
I love Max so much, like, should I suck for Max? You know what I mean? And now we're like, what? This is it's not that drastic, but it gets to that point where, like, now we're almost like, yo, how much do you love this guy?
I look crazy right now, but I'm not going to stand here and let this man continue to lie about me. That's not what happened, academics. You know that that's not what happened. And for you to pretend that you didn't do anything, For you to pretend that you didn't do anything, that I just went to your house and I'm just some thought. Like we didn't know each other for 2 years. You tried to save yourself after your friends assaulted me. Whether or not you got drunk or not, I know that when you woke up, you were on top of me too. You raped me too, and a rape kit was done. You know what? I'm gonna come back with my own story. This what you wanted, you're about to get it. I've been quiet for way too long.
Big act. Get it together. You can't just be doing that. You can't do that, boo. You can't do that. You can't just be saying ish and then expect can't nobody say nothing. Don't nobody need to say nothing. No. People gonna talk and you can't be mad because if it was somebody else, you would be reporting on the news. You have to realize you have money and you have to put yourself in better predicaments and situations. You can't be putting yourself in all type of effed up situations and then get mad when things turn out the way it turned out. In my humble opinion, academics, you got to get it together. You got to realize that. You can't be mad at nobody but yourself because you should have never ever be put in that type of situation. Point blank, period.
Going through this shit, I'm not. Because these clips are nasty. It's bad work, nasty work. And today's a great stream, and I'm not bringing it down with this weird energy. This shit is very weird. I talked to Nora. Nora is good to make sure Bubba's good. I'm not gonna go through this shit. But once again, I didn't want to hide it in the comm either. I didn't want to hide it in the comm because it's like, then it's like, it looks like I'm hiding this shit when I'm not trying to hide it. This not some shit I want to give light to. You get what I'm saying? Niggas was joking around in the court, you know, but it's weird. It's weird. And I don't fuck with it. And I would appreciate it if you don't do that type of shit with my little bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not my little bro, but you feel me? Like, that shit not cool. And kids, if you ever in like discords, you feel me, where it's like niggas joking around with you, you get what I'm saying? Like, just make sure you separate yourself from those situations.
Fucking a dude, will you let me fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Wait, why not?
Yeah, you can have... Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah,
you suck a dick, though.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's with it.
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
Yo, bro.
Yo, like, I'm serious. So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down?
You go to school?
Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
Alright, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
What I mean?
She's above 18.
What I mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
It'll be what?
Grooming.
That has nothing to do with you.
Nah, imagine not.
Yo, Nor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I'm 15. I hope you know that, bro. You trying to
You're scared of women, bro.
I'm not
women.
scared. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
What you mean, so? That's weird.
Trying to look out.
You can't just be out here doing anything. You gonna get caught up every time, and you still got that case that's still brewing up. You should know better. But I think that academics, I don't think he's really like that. I would like to believe, call me naive, that he's not like that. But I think that he needs to realize that he has money. So all that boys will be boys is only going to get away. You know, people are only going to take that for so long. And then after that, they're going to think that, stop playing with me, nigga. Stop playing with me because you just a trifling, messed up person, in my humble opinion. So if academics was joking, he don't need to joke like that no more. He needs to realize the, climate that we are in, the sensitivity, the Me Too movement, and everybody trying to catch a case and do all of this. Chris Brown over here suing a girl who was, allegedly telling stories about, because the text messages that came out that, Chris Brown, and the girl still want to sleep with Chris Brown, but she said that he, arred her, and she's over here doing this whole documentary. Chris Brown ain't here for it. Chris Brown trying to sue. It's a whole thing with that situation, okay?
I'm not a lawyer, but I did read the entire lawsuit that Chris Brown has recently filed against Warner Brothers regarding the documentary they made about him. So let me give you a breakdown as to why he says they owe him $500 million. First of all, the lawsuit is against Warner Brothers, but it's also against the production company that made the documentary, producers of the documentary, and a woman named Chantel Deja Frank. Now, Chantel is key to this whole story, so let me give you a little bit of context. Back in 2022, Chantel, listed as a Jane Doe, filed a civil lawsuit against Chris Brown, alleging that while the two of them were at Diddy's Florida house, yes, Diddy, Chris led her to a bedroom, shut the door, prevented her from leaving that room, and then assaulted her. She went on to say that Chris completed what he was doing while he was still inside of her. And the next day, he told her to get a plan B. Now, Chantel gets her lawyers and she files this civil lawsuit. But the problem is those lawyers later withdrew themselves from the lawsuit, and the suit was eventually dismissed after Florida police recovered some text messages between Chris and Chantel that told a different story than the one Chantel told. The messages say, quote, "I don't like talking on phones about stuff like that. I'm just being proactive." And then she says, "Oh, okay, I'll get one." And then Chris says, "I definitely didn't bust inside ya. Was just hella faded, so I wanted to be sure." And then a little kissy face. Chantel says, "Okay, babe, that's fine. I want to get down at midnight." And then on the 31st, which again is the day after the alleged incident, Chantel texts, "Where you at?" And she texts Bay. And then more messages between the two of them are from later in January when she's asking what's up with him. She asks if they can hang out, and she asks about his intentions with her. So, like I said, these messages were discovered, and from them, Chantel's attorneys withdraw themselves from the case, and the case is eventually dismissed. Now that you have that context, let's go back to the lawsuit that Chris just filed. So Chris says that this Warner Brothers History of Violence documentary that's about him uses Chantel's story as a centerpiece.
So all of the stuff that's going on right now in media, you need to, especially with you being a media guy, step up and realize, know your surroundings, know the climate that we're in, and know that you cannot play like that, and you can't be out here acting foolish like that, in my humble opinion. But yeah, so that's all I gotta say about that. That's what's going on right now in media. I wanted to do a 1, 2, 3. I might chop this up and, drop it little by little for you all, or I might just leave it whole like this. Who knows, child? But I love you guys. I just wanted to give you guys something, and thank you, and bye bye.